Everyone, welcome back to the show. We're here at the General Assembly in Washington, D.C., hosted by the Jewish Federations of North America. We're going to check out the marketplace and find out some really interesting information from different Jewish organizations. Let's take a look. So we're here at Relief at the GA. Tell me a little bit about your organization.
Relief is a mental health referral service that works with the Jewish community to help people find the best mental health care available. When somebody needs a psychiatrist or psychologist, there are many people out there. Some of them are good and some of them are not so good. And there's no real easy way to know, who is good and who's not. And the difference between good and not is between day and night. So what Relief is, basically we've created a database of so far about 3,000 mental health professionals. Not just in the Metro New York area, but we actually expanded to around the country and around the world. And we've interviewed, about 1,200, 1,300 of them personally. We got to know them. We get to know what their expertise is, what their personalities are like. And we help people make a match between people who need these services and the people who are able to give the services.
And that's the most important thing, because when you're looking for a service, especially mental health, there's so many options out there. But you want to, when you're in a situation, you want to find the best of the best. And a lot of times, that can take a lot of time, and you need this information immediately.
And people don't have the time, nor do they have the money to waste going to somebody who's not good. And the frustration of going to somebody who's not geared to what you need, is terrible. So what we've done is, when people call us, they describe their symptoms, they describe what's going on with them. And although we're not clinicians, but we're able to pretty much figure out, which direction this is going to go into, and we send them to the right source. If they are describing symptoms of OCD, we'll send them to an OCD specialist, bipolar specialist. And then that specialist, of course, is the one who does the real diagnosis and the one who treats them. But they've gone to the right source. They've gone to the person who can really help them best.
Mm-hmm. I think that once they have the service, then they kind of move on, and the programming that you have really gives them that opportunity.
Yeah, and actually a nice piece of what we do is the follow-up phone calls, which is a month or two later after the referral was done. As long as it wasn't an anonymous phone call, we will pull that person back and see how they've done, if they've gone. Typically we'll give 2 or 3 names for a referral. So people will come, we'll pull them up and we'll say, so did you go? Some of them might not have gone, some of them might have gone to 1 or 2 of the different referrals, and if they did go, we would ask them, how it went, what went on, how the personality of the doctor was, and so on. This way we can actually follow the doctors. We've developed enough of a database of follow-ups on doctors that we really could see which doctors do well with which disorders, and what they do better with, even though they might be top doctors in some areas, the other areas they may be somebody better.
What about Jewish neuroticism? Do you have any professionals for that?
Well, we don't have any specific referral for that. Many times, though, interesting that you ask, we'll have mothers calling up about their children, totally neurotic about different issues. And what we have to do sometimes is tell them, maybe it would be helpful in a very, very nice way if you see someone, to figure out how to deal with these emotions that you're dealing with. Just a very soft, nice way of telling them, you might be the one overreacting to a very normal situation of a teenager acting out.
Have you heard of the chill pill, anybody?
Yes, but we have to be diplomatic about
exactly.
that. That's why everyone loves us.
Right. I think, go back to the follow-up, I think that's, it speaks to your company that, there's one side where you're giving them the opportunity to find these doctors, but also following up and
sort of caseworking without it being real casework.
Exactly.
We will hold their hand. If we have cases that people pull back constantly, weekly, telling us the reports of the doctors, regardless of when it's a very serious situation, if they have to be hospitalized or so on, we'll help people. We are liaisons for the hospital. We'll help walk them through the whole process. We'll walk them through the process, get them into the hospital, make sure there's a bed, make sure they're getting services, and they know the hospitals will know that we exist, and they sort of know that if something goes wrong, they'll have to answer to us.
Some of the major hospitals that on any given day, 10% of their patients are out.
In the New York area, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that people are getting help. To that extent that there's hospitals catering to the Orthodox community in a very big way. Kosher food, which did not exist in psychiatric wards just a bit ago, having film available for male patients that are very uncomfortable when they can't do that. They now allow that. That was a major issue in psychiatric wards because they wouldn't let you have any of your belongings.
Wow.
Well, you know, rightfully so.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Right.
so it is. We've come a long way, and I think the road ahead is even a longer way.
Yeah, but you offer one of the best services out there.
We think so too.
And it's really a wonderful opportunity for people to get the help they need.
Besides one of the greatest services, I think we have one of the best giveaways.
By far. These are people have been coming and asking if they can get this for like Hanukkah gifts.
Right.
I mean, how does that happen? I mean, I feel bad. I mean, of course, this is a good promotion, but
I've noticed booths using this as their, you know, directions, and pointers, and back scratchers, shoehorns.
You can get relief and a good back scratch.
People are taking it in all different colors, all different ways, using it for all different sorts of things. I think we have the best giveaway.
Definitely. I wish you all the luck.
One more note. You know, you said company. I just want people to realize this is a non-for-profit organization, and we do not charge anything for our services.
Nice.
And you know, we're more than willing to help anyone, anywhere, anytime.
That's great. Thanks again.
Great.
There's some really interesting Jewish organizations out there. So what are you waiting for? Check them out on the website at reviewingplease.com for more information. And we'll see you next time in the Urban Herman Zone.